So in this game I'm playing as Gibraltar and my teammates are Watson and Wraith. I don't really play Gibraltar a bunch, so the way I'm playing him probably isn't as good as it could be. And neither is the audio or the video, because the way I get my video is I stream it on Mixer and I screen cap it from my phone, and my audio right now is coming from my headphones. So I just want to apologize in advance for all of that. But right now you can see that we're dropping into Market. Market is the hot drop, and I'm getting ready for a fight. CNR 301 picked that up real quick, but doesn't look like anyone landed with us. So I just go look for some armor just in case I'm wrong, grab a beak real quick, and I missed the gold backpack. Pretty disappointed I missed the gold backpack, but I do have an R301 and I do have that crispy level 100 skin, so hopefully I can show you guys that leveling up a little bit. Won't be for a while though, because I don't find a fight for a little bit, but Market being the hot drop, I do manage to get pretty well kitted before we do come across that first fight. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the footage to 2 times and get you guys to that fight a little bit quicker than I did.
Let's check out this way. Gotta do some looting here.
Slowing down the footage for just a second to point out how lucky this room is. Get a gold body shield and a purple helmet right next to each other. So far I'm looking pretty good.
Never mind.
So I hear a tick on the roof of this building, and as soon as I get it, the first fight is gonna start kicking off. So I see that my Wraith marked some enemies nearby her, so I'm going to grab the tick, run to the left side opening of these rocks, and try to get a nice little flank to help her out. I see that she's not shooting anywhere near where I thought they were, so I change up a little bit, break that armor real quick, do a little bit of body damage to try to scare him away, throw that shield so she can come over, try to heal up a little bit if she doesn't have cover where she is. And I totally realize that I'm going to lose that fight. So I stay back, heal up just a little bit, and I'm going to run around, try to get a nice little flank on him. But it doesn't do any good because I missed every shot. He scans me, but it's not going to help him because my teammate's coming up, ready to help me out. I decided to do my finisher because I do have the golden body shield, and I don't want to waste the shield cells. Loot that kill real quick, and I see the caustic trap, but I don't see where he is. The mark behind us, so I look over there. It's completely wrong, and I contribute absolutely nothing to that fight. I put down a shield so they can loot a little safely, and I do watch that opening just in case our Watson was right and there is another team coming up behind us. Since it looks safe, I come over and grab some loot that I don't deserve, and I end up grabbing a longbow over my wingman. So my Wraith is getting in another fight. I just finish up kitting my longbow, and I come over to help. Looks like Wraith decided to third party. There's a team over there with a Watson, and I try to snipe this guy, and eventually do. So I decide to run over, try to finish that kill, but I end up getting sniped, So I drop the panic shield real quick, and maybe I'll heal, but I want to go finish the kill, and it's not close enough for me to do it. So I decided to turn around eventually and start shielding up. At this point, I decided it's a good idea to drop my airstrike on them, try to keep them secluded while I heal up safely, and maybe we can move to a safer position. My Wraith sees an enemy, turns out to be another Wraith. I do nothing to help her in that fight, so I chase her little trail there, and I go upstairs first since I have the arm shield, and I didn't get the kill, just barely. I try to finish real quick, but it doesn't work out, so I loot, grab that shield just in case someone's behind us, and then I realize there's no one, so I grab my golden one again just in case I get another chance to finish an enemy. I take a really long time looting here, just because there's nothing better to do right now. And I am aware that another team is extremely close to us, so I want to heal up as soon as I can, but I also want to grab the HCOG for my R301 real quick. Since I know a team is across the street right here at that other building, I try to get some high ground, and I'm going to attempt to do a little bit of sniping, maybe knock someone so we can push. So I only hit 2 shots. I do end up breaking his armor, but we can't capitalize on it. And I end up dropping a panic shield again, because again, I'm not the greatest Gibraltar you'll ever see. I end up healing up my shields again, and move around, and decide to start sniping again. But there's no one to snipe. I think I see someone down on the road right there. Drop down, maybe I can get behind them. I end up getting shot in my back, so I end up using my last battery. As of right now, this fight is not going the way I planned, but we do end up winning. Since I still only have 1 kill this game, I decide to do a little bit of guarding. I hear that arc star come off, and I look for where it is. I think it might be up there, so I tell my team to look out. As soon as Watson's done looting, I come over. I see if I can get anything for myself. Not much. Do end up grabbing some more heals. And since this box is out in the open, I do drop my shield so I can loot it safely. So while I'm looting, Pathfinder drops right next to us, and neither one of us realizes we're there. Get a little bit of damage off on him, try to play around the shield just a little bit. Maybe it'll drop in time for me to shoot him, but it doesn't. He runs away. I get 69 damage on him. Nice. My team just barely misses the kill right there, so I try to chase him, but I think he might have went inside, so I check. I see if I can see him in the windows maybe, but he only went behind that truck, and a quick 12 damage will finish him off. Finally, I end up getting another kill, and I start looting him, and I remember that my Wraith needed some light ammo, so I mark some for her, because I'm a good teammate like that.
I need it.
Gotta heal. Taking a knee.
So we loot a lot longer than we should here, honestly, and since it does take us a little bit longer to find another fight, I am going to start speeding up the video again, but it does come sooner than the last one. So in this box, I finally get my longbow kitted up to a good standard, and I'm able to drop an extra 6 shield cells for another 2 grenades, because I was carrying 18 and usually I only carry 12. So there's a team on top of market right now. I try to get a little bit better position to try to snipe them with my newly kitted longbow. I do see that it's a team of 3 up on top of market, so I try to get over here behind some cover, but I get sniped by them. And I start missing every single shot possible, just trying to hold them back.
Give me my shields or recharge.
So I'm obviously losing this sniper fight, but I finally get my 2x HCOG dialed in. Start missing shots again, but I slow down, see it, and I just think he has 3 health left maybe. If it wasn't a Gibraltar, that dude would have been dead, but it was, so he's not. And now I'm learning that we are being sandwiched between the team I was just fighting and another team behind us. So the team that I was fighting is moving off into Skulltown, so hopefully me and my team can just focus on the team that's to the south-southwest area.
1 minute. Ring's not far.
I finally see where they are, start taking a couple of shots at them, still miss every one of them because I'm not a great sniper. And they are a little bit small for my 2x HCOG. Maybe if I had a 3 or a 2-4, I could start hitting some shots, but I wasn't fortunate enough to have one of those scopes, so I just had to deal with what I had. That team that moved off from the Skulltown might be right over there, so I try to get into a spot where I can see both of them, and I decide to just start focusing on the team to the southwest. We have 30 seconds until the ring closes, so I'm not really worried about hitting shots. I just want them to leave us alone so we can actually rotate into the ring safely. So the ring is about to start closing, so I ping out to my teammates that we need to take the balloon and try to get into a little better spot, because compared to the other team, we are in a much worse position.
Care package being delivered.
So while I'm going up, I decide it's a good time to drop my airstrike because they don't have any cover for it, and it'll also cover my teammates while they try to take the balloon. I end up going on top of this rock because it's a good little sniper position for me, and I might be able to get some pot shots off of them. My airstrike does end up getting one of them, and I'm trying to split up their attention. So is my Watson. So one's aiming at me and the Wraith, and another's aiming at the Watson. So this is a pretty good fight for us right now. So I end up knocking another one. My Wraith is already putting a portal down. I'm gonna rush, and I end up being able to take that portal real quick, and we are gonna rush that other team. I don't even get a chance to shoot at them. So I end up getting 2 of the 3 in that team. Finally, I'm actually contributing to this fight. There's only 2 teams left, so we have a little bit of time to finish gearing up. This is the last time I'm speeding up the recording because we're just finishing getting our loot, and we're heading into this final fight, and we just want to make sure that we're doing it as strongly as possible.
I need heavy ammo.
I marked that I need heavy, but Wraith marks that there's an enemy, and this fight is going to be the last one. There's only 3 teams left. One way or another, a third party is coming. I did decide that 1 arc star is going to be more useful than 1 heavy bullet, so I swapped that up in my inventory real quick, and we're heading into this final fight as strong as we can be. This team that we're fighting ends up being on the bones, and I drop yet another panic shield, and I go heal up real quick. That way I can try to do my part in this fight. It sounds like they're pushing up on us, but I'm not entirely sure right now, so I'm just going to hold up in here and maybe get do a little bit of damage to that armor, but not much. I hide from the shield. It's not going to help. There's only 20 seconds before the ring starts closing, so I realize that my team has to make a push on this team. That way we can get in the ring and be safe. I decided to throw that arc star I grabbed and try to get some use out of it. Doesn't do much, only 12 damage, and I still see that there's purple armor somewhere over there. I finish using my Phoenix, my Wraith is pushing up with me, and my Watson decides to go around for a flank maybe. A Gibraltar ultimate comes down, so I put down my shield and block as much as possible. For right now, me and my Wraith are safe, but I don't know where my Watson is. This Octane comes in, tries to challenge us. We do a little bit more than just his shields, so as soon as this dies down, I'm going to go out, try to knock him. I end up doing that, and I fall back, and I end up charging my shields again. Now this is a 2v3 on this fight. The 2v3 quickly turns to a 2v2 because the Watson failed the flank, and they just now decide to plug in their mic and start yelling that she's weak, she's weak. I don't know who she is, and I think she ends up being behind me, and I get a quick little lean, but there's another team to my right.
Hey, at least you didn't lose to the ring, right?
I guess he's right. I didn't lose to the ring, but it still kind of sucks. So, she has the golden shield. Is anything going to come of it? Maybe she can clutch up. Maybe. So I hold on. This is the last team. She's in the storm, but maybe she can get out. But the rocks just kind of knock her in just the wrong way, and we do end up losing this game.
We have our Apex champion.
So I end up only getting 6 kills this game, but I felt like I did a lot more to contribute, and I did. I ended up getting almost 2,000 damage. 17,064 isn't a bad number, but I am very disappointed we didn't end up getting that final win. Couple things could have went differently. We could have rotated a different way. We could have handled the fight better, but overall, second place isn't bad. I am disappointed that I didn't get the 2,000 damage. I am disappointed that I didn't get more kills. I am disappointed that I didn't handle this game as good as I possibly could have. A couple changes I could have made were maybe not pick up the sniper, because I probably only hit 1 out of every 10 shots I made, and I could have rotated a little better in that last fight. I could have gave up the bad position and went with the Watson along with the Wraith to try to get over under those bones. Maybe we wouldn't have gotten flanked by that Mirage. Maybe we would have ended up winning that game. But how it turned out, none of that happened, and the only thing I can do now is learn from the mistakes that I made.